Good morning, students. How are you all? So let's proceed to the next topic, that is how is health affected. In the previous topic, we have discussed what is health, what are the methods to ensure good health, and what are the aspects that are needed for the good health. Now today we will discuss how is health affected. For health affected, first is the how is health affected. So health is affected by the some characters. First one is the genetic disorders. What do you mean by the genetic disorders? First we will discuss the word genetics. Genetics means anything that is inherited from the parents to the offspring. So genetic disorders. Disorders means anything that is not going properly, anything that is not functioning properly. So genetic disorders, these are the disorders that are inherited by the offspring from their parents, and they are also known as innate deficiencies. Innate deficiencies means the deficiency that are present by birth. When the child is born, some deficiencies are by birth. This is the one of the factor of the health that is affected. So first one is the genetic disorders. These disorders are transmitted from the parents to the offspring, or they are innate deficiencies, means they are inborn, that is they are present from the time of the birth. Second one are the infections. So infections are the normally they are caused by the low immunity system, or infections are day-to-day problems that are due to the. So how is health affected? So health is affected by the various factors. One of the factor is the genetic disorders. Genetic disorder means, before starting this genetic disorders, we will study what is genetics. Genetics means the things that we are inherited from our parents to the offspring. So genetic, anything that we get from our parents and that passes to the offspring is known as the genetics. These are the inheritable characters. Disorder means anything that is not going properly, that is not functioning properly. They are known as the disorders. So genetic disorder means all those deficiencies, all those diseases that are present in the parent body and they are transmitted to the offspring or the young ones are known as genetic disorders. Now these genetic disorders are also they are known as innate deficiency, means these are the deficiencies, these are the problems that are present in the child at the time of the birth. So these are known as innate deficiencies. The deficiencies that are present in the child at the time of the birth is known as innate deficiency, and these two factors combine the thing that is genetic disorder through which health is affected. The next thing is the infections. Infections, as you know, they are the anything that you get from the environment, that you get from the any infected person. It is just like common cold, cough or any other thing. So infection is because of the low immunity system, it is because of the personal hygiene. So all these factors depends upon the infections. And the third very thing is the lifestyle, which is the most running on problem of these days. Lifestyle. Nowadays the lifestyle of the people is very much poor. You can say it is deteriorating day by day. How we are doing? Nothing. No physical work, no efforts, nothing. All things are done by the machinery, all things are done by the systems, electronic system, gadgets, and we are doing nothing. We are doing no physical work, and moreover our diet that is going vulnerable day by day. Two things. First of the thing is that the children nowadays they depend totally on the junk foods. They totally depend on the fast food. They don't want to eat the fruits, vegetables, healthy food diet. And the second other thing that the lifestyle is the impurity, you can say adulteration in the food items. We are not getting the proper food. So these two factors also affect the lifestyle. Moreover, we people are not ready to do the exercise. We even don't take the sleep properly, we don't take rest properly. It is recommended that we have to take at least 8 hours of sleep per day. But nowadays people are busy in their social media and they used to see mobiles, WhatsApp, Facebook whole night, and in the morning they are again getting up late, and all these factors, all these things affect our health. Then another one thing is the consumption of the alcohol, drugs, lack of proper food, proper diet. All these things, they affect our lifestyle and ultimately they affect our health. So next we proceed to the another thing, that is the disease. If health is affected, we will definitely get the disease. How health and disease are correlated? If we are healthy, the chances of getting the disease is very much, because if we are healthy, we have a strong immunity, then the chances of getting the disease is very, very, very less. Now what is the disease? It is a state when our body is, or when our organs of our when the organs of the body, they are adversely affected. When our body or some of the organs of the body, they are adversely affected, they are not functioning properly, and these are characterized by the some signs and the symptom. If our body is not doing the proper work, we are getting some signs and symptoms that our body is not fit, we are having some disease. Nowadays that coronavirus is very, very, very much familiar, you are all familiar with that, it's very much common nowadays. So you know the signs and symptoms, cough, high fever, right? So these are the symptoms of the coronavirus. You know, if your body is not working properly, it will show some signs and symptoms of that. That is the state when the functioning of our organs, when the functioning of our body, when the functioning of our organ system is not appropriated, it is adversely affected, then it shows some symptom. This is known as disease. Now disease is caused by the pathogens. Now what are pathogens? These are basically the disease causing organisms. What are pathogens? These are the organisms that can cause disease in your body. Now what do? They just enter in your body, they multiply there, they grow there, and after that they start interfering with your vital activities of the body. Vital activities means the important activities of your body, and they cause you the damage. Either that damage is morphological or that damage is the functional damage. Morphological means that is seen on your outer body, and functional damage means that is destroying your organs. So these are the pathogens that cause disease in the body. Now disease is divided into two types. One is the infectious disease, another one is the non-infectious disease. So in your junior classes you have studied about the communicable and the non-communicable disease. These are the similar terms for the infectious and non-infectious disease. Infectious disease means the disease that are easily transmitted from the infected person to the healthy person. Suppose AIDS, common cold. Now if a person is having a common cold, you are coming in contact of that person, you will also get the common cold. So this is the type of the infectious disease, and it is also known as the communicable disease. The second one is the non-infectious disease, that is non-communicable disease. These diseases do not transmitted from the infected person to the healthy person when you come in their contact, just like sugar, that is diabetes, cancer, thyroid, etc. All these diseases, they are not transmitted from the healthy person to the infected person to the healthy person. Next comes the detail of the pathogenic diseases. As I told you that pathogens are the disease causing organism. So diseases that are caused by the pathogens are known as pathogenic disease. So pathogenic disease, they are also called the infectious disease because they are caused by the various pathogens. These pathogens may be bacteria, they may be virus, they may be fungi, they may be protozoans, or they may be helminthids. So these may be 5 types of, you can say, pathogens are there that can affect our body and cause pathogenic disease. So now how do they work? So how do pathogens work? As I told you, pathogens, they come in our body, they enter in our body through various means. They enter in our body either with the direct contact, secondly with the contaminated food, third with the water, and fourth with the droplet infection. So pathogens, they come in our body either by the direct contact, they come from the contaminated food, they come from the contaminated water, and at last they come from the droplet infections. Now after coming in our body, what will they do? They just enter in our body, they start in our body, they start growing in our body by multiplying in our body cells, then they interfere with the normal body functions that are the vital activities, that are the important activities of our body, like different functions, and they start causing morphological and functional damage. Now then what happens after that? After that, these disease may be caused by the even the vectors. In the previous lecture I told you about the vectors. Vectors are the organism that are the agents of any disease, just like mosquito, it is the vector of the malaria disease. So infection can be caused by the various categories. We divide them in the various categories on the type of the pathogens which cause these type of disease. So pathogenic disease, they are of 5 types. First one is the bacterial diseases. As clear from the name, they are caused by the bacteria. Then viral, they are caused by the viruses. Then fungal, they are caused by the fungi. Then is the protozoan disease. They are caused by the protozoa. And the last one is the helminthic disease, that are caused by the helminthiasis. So these are the 5 categories of the pathogenic disease that are caused by the various pathogens. So let's revise once again the topic. Health is affected by the 3 factors. One is the genetic disorders, then is the infections, and third one is the lifestyle. They are interrelated with the disease, and disease are the things that disturb our normal functional activities because of the organism that are called pathogens. Pathogens disturb our normal functioning of the body. They enter in our body, they multiply, they interfere, and they stop the proper functioning of the body. Diseases are of 2 types, infectious and the non-infectious, and the pathogenic disease are of 5 types depending upon the pathogens that cause the disease. They are the bacterial, viral, fungal, protozoan, and helminthic. That's all about today's topic. Thank you, students. Have a nice day.